Blog Talk Radio.
What's going on, folks? It's your boy Long Beach Joe, and I'm back at it again. And we are here to talk Jets. We got this Patriot game upcoming. We're coming off of a bye week. Everybody's fired up. Can't wait to discuss some of the things we got going. Lines are open again, 515-602-9639. We're going to talk. But before we get into it, listen, I'm the man of the people. I'm here for the people. Let me shamelessly promote my Facebook page. Everyone go on Facebook, search The Long Beach Joe Show. Like that page. My content's up there. Go ahead and give it a listen. Message me. I'll message you right back. I love going back and forth with folks about this football team. Also, leave me some feedback. I love hearing what you folks think I do here on The Long Beach Joe Show. I'm also on Twitter as well, folks. Come on. Join your boy on Twitter, all right? YoungJ000. Also, The Long Beach Joe on Twitter is the show's page as well. Come follow your boy. Let's go back and forth. I'm also on iTunes as well, all right? Long Beach Joe Show on iTunes. Come on, man, subscribe. Subscribe to your boy on iTunes and leave your boy some feedback. Can I get a 5-star rating? You know what I'm saying? Can I get another one? Salutes to all my guys that leave me feedback, give me ratings, Mr. Magic, all the guys that's in there. Please, you know what I'm saying? Leave your boy some feedback. Give me some thoughts about how you feel, you know, about what I'm doing here, talking about these Jets and going back and forth with everybody. And always, as well, you know, your boy's wearing pink. It's because I support the fight against breast cancer. That's what I do. I support it all the way. You know, I'm all about spreading breast cancer awareness and bringing the fight to it and letting people know it's a serious thing. So if anyone's listening, wherever you're at, you know, you can go to all of my social media platforms. Also in the chat, if you hit !Coleman, okay, in the chat, that brings up a link to a fundraiser that I've started for the Susie G. Coleman Foundation. Anything that you can give to that, $1, $2, anything that you can give is greatly appreciated. Again, that link is posted all over my social media. It is everywhere. Again, I want to thank all the donators from Eddie DeJesus to Mr. Magics to Adam as well. Salutes to you. Everybody that gave, I want to thank you all. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. You know, and it's just, again, all that money goes directly to the Susie G. Coleman Foundation. And it's just, you know, all about just bringing the fight to breast cancer. So that's why I'm wearing pink this month. I'm all about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about making sure that people realize that this is a serious thing that we got going on here. And we can, you know, do whatever we can to try our best to, you know, eradicate that awful disease. So with that said, it's time to talk. It's time to talk Jets, all right? The Jets are coming off of a bye week. There's been a lot of discussion. Jets fans are feeling super positive about this situation. You know, we're going in. We're ready to fight. We're a team that's 1-4. The Patriots are 2-4. You know, they're coming again. We're coming off a bye week. They're coming off of a loss. You know, to the squad they just lost to. And so right now, I'm looking at it from a Jets perspective, and I'm saying to myself, this Jets coaching staff has got to make sure that this team is together. All right. Now we've seen in the past. It was with Rex. We saw it with Todd Bowles that, you know, not only going on the road, but also coming off of bye weeks, they would often come out lethargic, okay? They would come out slow. They would sleepwalk through places, and you would get put in a very bad situation. Now, if you look at this New York Jets team already, they've shown, you know, a propensity to have issues getting started early. Now, Saleh has come out and said that they've done some tweaking in practice to try to address those slow starts. You know, they've seen what's going on here, and they're doing their best to try to adjust it. But you've got to come out and you've got to start fast against the New England Patriots. You've also got to be prepared as well for Bill Belichick. This is one of the greatest coaches, if not the greatest coach, you know, the NFL has ever known. A lot of people consider him the greatest. It's hard to argue against it when you look at all the wins and the things that they've done over there, right? So Saleh has to be prepared for all the adjustments, all the things that they're going to throw at him. Be prepared for the New England Patriots to look like a different team from quarter to quarter. They make adjustments. That's their thing. We've seen them do it consistently throughout Bill's reign there, right? But when you look at the New York Jets, particularly offensively, the Jets have got to start fast. We got to get a fast track going. Don't come out and sleepwalk against the New England Patriots like we've seen pretty much this whole damn season, where you don't get anything or try to get anything started offensively until late in the second or after the half or into the third or something like that. You're going to put yourself in a real bad situation, and they'll get you out of here quick. We've got to get rolling early. And the first thing that we must do to start fast and get some presence, again, this is going to be in Foxborough. You better be prepared, bro. You better be prepared. We've got to start running the ball. We've got to get that established early, and let's work off of this. Because, again, last game, what did we see? We saw Zach press. We saw Zach throw 4 interceptions, and I'll get to Zach Wilson in a second. Let's make the game a little bit easier for him. Let's get the running game going. Let's get the ball in the hands of Michael Carter, Ty Johnson. Let's get the ball in the hands of those guys and start banging around, banging up that defensive front and getting those yards that way. Then we can work off of everything else. Let's get that going. I want to talk about Zach Wilson as well. Listen, Zach Wilson, he's got to take care of the ball in this game. Last time we played the Patriots, 4 interceptions. He can't come out here and have those type of turnovers in this game. He cannot. We've got to hold on to the football. We've got to be careful. We cannot go around and just toss around turnovers. We cannot do that. Zach must be careful. He must be. Bill Belichick is known for making young quarterbacks seem like they have no business being in the NFL. We've seen him do it to tons of young quarterbacks. Hell, we've seen him do it to tons of veteran quarterbacks, where he's able to build a defense that makes things look like, we don't know what's going on out here. You don't know if he's bringing guys off the edge. You don't know if he's not. He can disguise his coverages. He confuses a lot of people. Zach Wilson must be prepared, and a lot of that's going to be on Mike LaFleur. Another thing that's going to be big as well is the play of our offensive line. Our offensive line must be solid in this game. We've got to protect Zach. Now, listen, the New England Patriots just put Chase Winovich on IR. He's one of their guys that they utilize, rush the passer a bit, but they still got Matt Judon out there. They still got other guys as well that can get after it. We have to make sure that we get these guys blocked up front. Don't let Zach get mauled in this game. We've seen him, again, they cleaned it up a little bit, especially going into that Falcon game. But, again, we've seen this season Zach get mauled. We've seen the struggles of the offensive line. They seem to kind of be trying to, gel and form, something there. But they've got to be on their toes. They've got to be on their toes this game. They must block effectively up front. Now, you look at some of the offensive players that we must utilize in this game as well. Listen, we're coming out of a bye week. There's no reason why Elijah Moore should have 0 catches again. We see around the NFL time and time again, I've talked about this, the Saints, the Saints, the Chiefs, there's so many players around this league that are saddled with an offensive mind that understands how to utilize them. When you play the Saints, you know that there's guys on that team offensively that's going to get the football. Guess what? Sean Payton is still able to scheme things up to get them the football. You play the Chiefs, Tyreek Hill is going to get it. Travis Kelce is going to get the ball. You know who they're going to utilize. But Andy Reid and that staff ensures that they draw things up specifically sometimes for certain players to make sure that they get the ball in their hands. We must do that. This guy, Elijah Moore, has got far too much talent to not be utilized correctly. And yet again, another guy, Denzel Mims. Denzel Mims needs to be out there. I don't know, there's been a lot of talk about what's going on between him and the team or whatever. But we're coming off of a bye week. You have more than enough time to draw up something for this guy that every time you put him out on the field, he's able to make a play lickety-split to get things turned around and going. You've got to clean that up. Offensively, we must go out there and play solid. We must score as well. I think we only have like 1 touchdown in the first half of games this season. We got 1 touchdown. You've got to clean that up, man. You can't go out there and kick field goals and expect to really put this team away. No, you got to go out there and score points, and that's got to get started early. I'm going to get to the lines in just a second. I just want to talk a bit about the defense again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. We're going to get to everybody. I want to talk about this defense for a second. It's looking like Marcus Maye, Jarrad Davis. A lot of people are very optimistic that they're going to be able to come back. That could really pick up this defense. It could really help us a bit. Again, this defense has been playing pretty damn solid all year. The defense has been one of the better parts of this football team. This pass rush this week, you must get after Mac Jones. You must. You must make sure that this guy feels it all day and all day long and all game long. That guy's a statue back there. Do not let this young guy go out there and pick you apart. Don't let that happen. We need to get a pass rush after this guy, bang him around, and force him to make mistakes. Now, again, you watch the last game that they played, Matt Jones can make some throws. We've seen it. We've seen him going out there against Dallas. He was chucking the ball around. He can make throws. But he's also a young guy. He's also a quarterback. You hit him around, you get him off his spot, and he will make mistakes. Quentin Williams, I'm ringing your bell again, my guy. We've seen you play well this season. Let's keep that rolling. Let's keep that rolling. I need disruption up front from you, man. I need disruption. I need you to get after it. Shut that Patriots running game down, blow those guards up, and get it rolling. Let's go. John Franklin Myers, Huff, Quincy Williams, I need you to have a day. Have an impact day pass rushing. I need that from you. Quincy Williams, this guy's really come on this season, played extremely hard for us. We've seen him make play after play after play this year. Let's continue that rolling. C.J. Mosley, this is a guy that we've seen step into the season and put a lot of those people that were doubting him and a lot of those haters pushed him right off to the side. We've seen it. We've seen him do that. We got Jonnu Smith. We got Hunter Henry. These are guys that we've seen the Patriots utilize. CJ's got to probably be on one of those guys. He's going to be in coverage a bit. I suspect that the Patriots are really going to go heavy with the tight end sets here. We saw them, again, make some plays in the last game as well. We've got to make sure that we can account for them. I want C.J. Mosley to be solid in coverage. We've seen him play extremely well this year. I've got a couple questions, though. One of them, Ashton Davis. What's going on with you, dog? You know what I'm saying? Is this your time? Is this your time this year? Is this the game where you're going to step up? Because I think we'll see the Patriots targeting him when he's on the field. Can he take a step forward this year? Is this the game where we're going to see Ashton Davis take a step forward? Also, you got to be very careful about these running backs coming out the backfield as well. They got some guys, man. Let me tell you. They got some guys that can get after it. Harris, Stevenson, they got some guys that can move, man. You know, I know they got James White as well, but I think he's injured. So they got some guys that can come out the backfield and catch the ball. We must get ready for that and account for that, too. There's going to be some cover stuff. And, again, that's where, Marcus Maye is going to come in handy if he's able to play. He's a guy that can come down into the box. He's heralded for his coverage skills. Also want to see what Jarrad Davs is going to give us as well if he's able to play. These are two guys, again, that are on the fence, but a lot of people are very optimistic for them to be able to start. So, there's some questions there, but I think the New York Jets definitely have a chance to take this game. They absolutely have a chance to take this game. So we're going to get to the lines. I know everybody's waiting to go. The lines are hot. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. We're going to get to all callers. Please be patient, okay? The lines are hot, but please be patient. We're going to respect everybody's time. We're going to get to everybody, and we're going to hear everybody's take. So we're going to get to the lines. First guy I'm going to my guy, Rusty, man. Rusty, salutes to you. I want to thank you for calling in today, my friend. Listen, Rusty, it's that time, man. It's that time. We are talking Patriots. We're talking about it all. Give me your thoughts. Jets coming out of a bye week right now. We're going up against how concerned are you that the New York Jets might come out and sleepwalk early?
Hi, Joe. Hey, Savages. I'm optimistic with it. I think if we played how we did as we did against Tennessee, we definitely have a chance and we can do it. But yeah, we can't come out of like the Terry Schiavo status, oh God, that was terrible. I'm sorry. But you can't just like sleepwalk and just be non-existent and go 3-and-out when your defense is helping you out and they're playing their tail off. And as you were saying before, you can't sleep on Bill. Even without Brady and whatever his record is, the guy is still a genius when it comes to the defensive, strategy of the ball. And you don't want to start playing chess with the guy. You want to keep it as checkers, because the deeper it goes and the more control he gets, you're digging your own grave, and that hole just gets deeper and deeper. And especially, when pockets start collapsing, you start doing blitzes that are just weird, but you're in the same formations and they're just disguised like crazy. It's that stupid ghost BS stuff that gets said. But yeah, I mean, and I don't mean to sound depressing, but I'm just giving the real version of it. But then too, at the same token, we can light them up like a Christmas tree. It's all there for the taking. It's just if Labor decides to play Mims, I freaking love that guy, and that's my dude. And even I'll just put it this way, and I'm sorry for ranting, but I'll just put it this way: our tight ends can't block, and you're not giving everybody a chance. At least put Yeboah on the other side. We know he can catch, but put Mims as a tight end. He could block. Keep him in every single formation. Oh, that's right. Everybody needs to know every single play. I swear to God. Yeah. Sorry, Joe, but it's just mind-boggling. It really is.
Yeah.
Mind-boggling.
I hear you. There's a lot of Jets fans that have been frustrated. I have too with the usage, but one of the things that has really, kind of made me confident going into this week is, yes, we're playing the Patriots. They're a tough team. They're in division. We've got to make sure we take care of business, right? But we're coming off of a bye week, so they've had enough time to scheme up and get ready. And one of the things that I was going to ask you kind of started to talk about it was, so we going into this week, we get guys back, right? Again, Jarrad Davis, Maye, they may come back as well. But our offense, seems like it could get rolling with some of the guys that we got now. Again, Elijah Moore coming off that, he's back, he's ready to go. We got, Mims is going to be out there. Do you think that LaFleur is going to draw up an offensive plan to get things going early, to be aggressive early and really take those shots?
I sure as heck hope so. I really do, because it's blatantly obvious. So it's really a joke at this point, and a really sad one for us. And sorry to get back on the Mims thing, but he's been targeted probably, I don't know, I'll just say 6-7 times, and he's got the ball 5, and he's averaging probably 23 yards a catch. It's insane. But let's just keep him on the sideline because that's just sufficient. Oh, it drives me insane. But no, look, and the reason why he drives me crazy too is because I look at what they do to Rodgers, with his brother over in Green Bay, and when you start looking at it, really looking at it, and he didn't give Rodgers the opportunity to go to a Super Bowl. He's he pulled the Pete Carroll instead of giving it to Lynch. He was just I'm going to throw it, but in a different way. It really starts to make you think. It's our defense is good, and Saleh, puts everybody in check, and we still fight on offense. That's what I love too. It's just Swiss cheese in some things and grated, and I really feel he's holding us back as LaFleur, and I purposely spell his name incorrectly because until he starts showing me different, then I'll spell his name right. I'm just trying not to curse at all, so I'm making stupid little comments.
Let's
you know me. I won't. I got past that. It's good.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are frustrated. That's the situation.
Yeah,
but my next question for you is, when you look at Zach Wilson, again, last time we played the Pats, he had 4 interceptions. Could you see him having a bounce-back game? What are your expectations of Zach in this game, stat-wise?
I think he will. I really do. And then that's the other question of who are we going to put out there to help him, speaking of wide receivers. And then I don't know if Becton's coming back this game or next game against Buffalo. I don't know. But
I think he's got injury list. I think it may be 2 games from now. It depends on how he heals up.
I hope they keep him, not on the rocks, but I hope they keep him, just make sure when he can come back, for Becton. But as far as Sunday, if we play the way, that we can do smash mouth and not be stupid little things like plays, offsides, penalties especially, get burnt on screens for the love of God, because you were saying before, the Pats have the running backs that can do serious damage. But I think Zach comes back because he's like a film rat. He's a book junkie IQ football dude. So he I hope that he takes that type of thing in, and I hope it's the Peyton Manning approach, where he just is getting, blessed by that fire. But we'll see, how he bounces back. But I think he should. If it goes accordingly with the line, and they don't let him get harassed too much, enough where he can escape a little bit and then feel calm in his weird escapes on how he can play, I think we can win. I have faith in that. And I mean, look, we beat Tennessee, and look what they did to Buffalo. So,
yeah. So when you look at the situation as well, I want to talk to you a little bit about the defense. So my final question for you is, when you look at, a lot of people saying, hey, Jarrad Davis, Marcus Maye may be back. What are your expectations of Maye, man, if he is able to play in this game? Do you think he'll definitely be able to come in and make a difference coverage-wise for us?
I love Maye. Maye's one of my favorite guys. It's just, and I have to be realistic, it just sucks what happened, when he wasn't truthful to the Jets and to the NFL. So he's definitely not going to be here next year, unfortunately. But if he's available and he can play, you got to play him. He's he's one of those dudes. He's a top 10, top 7 in that 5, the safety in the whole entire NFL. You can't deny that. He really is. Oh. And what it is with Quincy and brothers. They're the same Q and Williams, so it throws me off sometimes. But it sort of stinks what happened with him and Davis, because it's good that Davis is coming back, but they were saying that Davis would start over him, to where I would probably do like a 70-30, for Quincy, because you don't want to. He's been playing with his hair on fire, so you don't want to take him out. He's a thunderbolt in fire, and he's gelling, and everybody's. The only thing is, you just got to look up a little bit, because he could have had a pick six or just ended the game versus Tennessee. But I understand where he's coming from. The guy's a maniac, and I love it. But yeah.
Listen,
I mean,
I hear you there.
That's where I'm coming from.
I would like to see them. Yeah, I would like to see them. Utilize Davis if he's able to go. Him and Maye. Hopefully they're able to go. If they're able to go, but listen, like you said, Quincy's been hot, man, and I think you roll with the hot hand and see what that guy gives you. He's one of the guys that I don't think anybody really expected this type of production from. So I don't want them to really take that guy off the field too much. Let him go out there, play, be lights out like we've seen him this season, and help us, just continue to give us some impact. But listen,
absolutely.
Man,
JD got him, JFM. He's been killing it in that department, so I've been liking that.
Yeah, he's been lighting it up there. So you've been amazing, man. Give me your final prediction for this game, man. Who do you think wins? Who do you think loses? What do you think the score is going to be?
That part of the game. You always get me in that pickle, Rick.
Come on.
I really think I think we got it, because it's just gonna be in Foxborough, severely underestimated, and it might come back to bite him. And Zach, we're gonna see. And we're going to see exactly what LeBoer has to do, but he better start playing our guys and doing it correctly, and not doing quarterback sweeps when you can just. So I think it would probably be 17-14 us in Foxborough. That's what I would. Yeah.
Oh. All right, listen, Rusty, I got to get back to these lines, man. You have yourself a good one, my friend.
You too, Joe. It's great talking to you, man, and shout out to the Savages as well. Gang green for life.
Salute. You have a good one. Listen, Rusty calling in with the fire. We're going to keep getting to these lines. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Also, wherever you're watching me from, please give the stream a thumbs up. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe if you have not subscribed already. If you'd like to donate to the show, you can give to the Super Chat. If not, or if you'd like to go to my Cash App is at the bottom of the screen as well. Some people would rather go through there. So, please give as well. And again, I have a page there, a link in the description of the video, of the live, that you're watching right now. If you're watching me on YouTube, which has the link to my Susie G. Komen Foundation fundraiser. So please give there if you can, $1, $2, anything you can give to fight breast cancer is greatly appreciated. And also share the stream as well if you can. So again, we're getting to these lines, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. We're going to get to everybody next. I'm going to my guy, 973. We're coming directly to you. Salutes to you. I want to thank you for calling in tonight. Listen, my friend, it's time to talk Jets, man. Give me your thoughts, man. What do you think that Robert Saleh will be able to make adjustments when Bill Belichick is out there against us with the Patriots? Do you think that he will, be able to do what's necessary to make sure that he takes care of the Patriots, on the field schematically?
Hey, Joe. How you doing, man? How you been?
What's going on, my friend?
Look, I mean, that's a tough task, right? I mean, this is a first-year head coach against maybe arguably one of the best head coaches of all time. So we got to temper our expectations a little bit here. I would like to see. I think for me, I'm not worried about adjustments. I'm worried, to your point, that the bye week has not been kind to the Jets for some reason. Regardless of who's here, right? But it's just the bye weeks. Just frequently the Jets come in the week after and they look sluggish and slow. So I'm not that concerned about Saleh having this chess match with Belichick. I want to see that this team is ready to go. They know what's going on. It looks like they're extra prepared, and they're playing high speed and 60 minutes. So that's what I'm focusing because look, we know this is not a team that's going to be making a run in the playoffs. We know they're probably going to be losing most of their games. But I want to see Saleh show us that you can get these little things right. Show us, okay, he's getting the bye week right. He's getting training right. He's getting practice right. He's getting motivation right. Those little things beyond just the wins, because we know the wins are not coming. But I just want to show us that, okay, this guy looks like he's looking like a head coach. Please. I don't think that's too much. Listen, I hear you. You want to make sure, like you said as well, that if he's the guy that's going to be here for years to come, you just want to see that focus and that step forward as a head coach as well, too. I completely get it. Now, one of the big things as well when we talk about that coaching and making sure your guys are, doing what they need to do is, the Jets have been heavily penalized this season in a lot of games. Are you concerned that will continue in this game against the Patriots? Because the last time we played them, I think we had like 7 or 8 flags, and we gave up a lot of yards penalty-wise to them. It's always a concern, even when the Jets are good or have been good. When you're playing the Patriots, they tend to get breaks sometimes. I don't know, maybe I'm just a hater, but it seems like they get breaks, and the Jets, they don't always get those breaks, right? They're not going to get away with the little ticky-tack stuff. The refs will call it on the Jets. So they need to avoid those penalties. I think there are going to be penalties, but let's not see the stupid ones, right? Let's not see the false start, the delay a game. Those kind of penalties, a timeout, and then, there's a penalty right there. I don't want to see sloppy penalties. Like I said, not penalties from guys looking like they don't know what they're supposed to be doing, or penalties from guys looking like they're not ready. I imagine there's a bad hold, there's a bad whatever, a bad PI. That I could live with, but I don't want to see those really sloppy ones where you're like, okay, come on, man, you got to do better. And let's avoid it on third down, please. If they're 3-2 or 4th-and-1 and they get a stupid penalty like that, that is really going to kind of drive me up the wall. So that's really kind of more what I'm looking for there.
So when you look at us offensively, man, because I think that's the biggest thing for us is we've got to get started fast. And I'm looking to see what Zach Wilson is going to bring to this table. Do you think he'll be able to rebound from the 4-interception game that we saw against the Pats last time?
I think he can. The one thing I'm seeing with Zach Wilson so far, he has a good attitude. He still has a lot of energy. You see that he has high spirits. So I think mentally, he's going to be okay. I think the problem is with the Jets is like, look, you can't ask Zach Wilson to carry this entire game solely on his arm, right? I mean, if you're going to ask him to throw 40, 50 throws, yeah, he's going to get killed out there. Look, I mean, Belichick, he never smiles, but when he beats the Jets, that's when he smiles. I mean, like, he's just evil like that. And there's nothing Belichick loves more than to embarrass rookie quarterbacks, right? So if you're going to ask Wilson to throw 40, 50 times, yeah, he's going to throw 3 or 4 picks. I mean, it really doesn't matter what rookie quarterback you throw in there. Conversely, if you look at Mac Jones, I'm not saying that he's a bad, obviously he's well prepared, but they lighten the load as much as possible for him. He's barely throwing the ball. The Patriots will get a lead, and then they'll do their best to hold it. So Mac Jones' load out of all the rookies that are playing, he has the lightest load to carry. So there's not really that many chances for him to screw up, and I think that's where the Jets' defense, they're going to be challenged. It's like, look, you guys are not going to have a lot of opportunities to get a pick, to sack him, right? Because he's really not going to be back there trying to throw all game. So the Jets need to take advantage of the opportunities when Mac Jones is asked to throw. They got to take advantage of it. And they also have to, you got to help Zach Wilson out. If you're asking him to throw over 40 times, then it's kind of like, look, forget it. He's going to throw picks, man. That's just kind of how it goes. They got to help him out with that.
Yeah, and I think one of the big things that can help him out as well is the protection. Our offensive line has been very up and down this season, and that's what I'm worried about going into this Patriots game. How concerned are you about the protection that surrounds Zach Wilson, even with guys like Matt Judon coming off the edge? I mean, they're going to be bringing guys, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're going to be bringing guys. Belichick is going to be disguising things. It's going to look like a blitz, and then guys break off. It's going to look like they're in zone, and then they're being rushed in. I mean, he's going to do that. He's gonna mess with their head. So the offensive line has to be really on their toes. I mean, yeah, you always got to be concerned with the offensive line. And Zach Wilson, I'm expecting that he's gonna get hit at least a couple times. But I want to see. You don't want to see where there's someone on the offensive line and they're just standing there looking for a guy to hit. Right.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, there's 2 or 3 blue jerseys on Zach Wilson. Like, if they can at least reduce that, we know there's going to be pressure coming. We know Belichick is going to scheme. I mean, he lives to play the Jets, and he lives to hit whatever quarterbacks they put back there. So we know it's coming. But I at least want to see guys standing in front of a blue jersey. Hit a blue jersey. Yeah. Maybe you got to chase the guy. Maybe you were a little out of position, but please hit a blue jersey. I don't want to see guys in green looking around. Oh, where's my assignment? That's really going to drive me nuts.
No, listen, and I hear you because we've seen that, that sometimes during this season, and that leads me to my next and final question for you because you really bring in the heat, my friend, is when you look at this Patriots double tight end set, what is your level of concern with these Patriots tight ends, man? Henry Henry and Jonnu Smith, how worried are you that they're really going to have a big impact against us in this game?
Yeah, I mean, there's reason to be concerned. I mean, that's the Belichick system. He never is, besides Randy Moss, he's not a deep threat wide receiver guy. He's always relying heavily on those slant guys and the tight ends. I mean, he's won 5 Super Bowls like that, right? So I expect that to be coming as well. I think with the Jets, they need to make sure that when they hit a guy, they hit him right and they take him down. The tackling needs to be on point. Like I said, I'm not expecting them to take a win here, but let's get those little things right. Let's see at least the tackling's right. Okay, if the guy he overpowers the defenseman or it's an amazing, brilliant throw, all right, it is what it is. But let's at least make sure that the tackling is done right. Let's at least make sure that guys are playing through on the correct assignment. Just those little things. Let's see some improvement. Let's see some progress. It's after a bye week, so I don't want to see guys getting, being slow and then they kind of touch the guy, but they're not really tackling them. Come on, we had a bye week. We had extra time to rest up, to practice. Let's at least see that difference. If we can't get a W, show us that you're playing hard.
Yes, listen, I want to see aggression as well. Again, this defense has been pretty much played lights out, so far this season. They've been the better of the two parts of this team. They've absolutely had huge impact in the game, often has really carried us in games to keep us in games as well. So I expect the defense to go and play, wall to wall, man, and really continue to show. I'm just more worried about the offense going into this game because we've seen them struggle. So before I let you go, man, go ahead and give me your final score prediction. Who do you think wins? Who do you think loses? How do you think this thing turns out?
I think the Patriots are going to take this one. I'm going to say Jets 20, Patriots 27. Look, Belichick, yeah. What can I say, man? I got mad respect for Belichick. But like I said, I'm not worried. For me in this game, I'm not sweating the scoreboard. I'm not sweating the win. I want to see the other things. I want to see the coaching. I want to see the practice. I want to see the effort. I'm more worried about that this season than the win. But hey, who knows? It's any given Sunday, right?
Yeah. Listen, my friend, I want to thank you for calling in. You have yourself a good night.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Good night.
All right. Listen, as the first guy to go for the Patriots, look, I'm telling you, I think this Patriots defense, this time around, I think Belichick brings the heat. Last time it was more, they kind of sat back in coverage. They didn't bring too many guys. I think he changes it up and really brings heat this time and absolutely tries to send the house at Zach Wilson, from down to down. I'm telling you, I think it's going to be a lot of blitzes, and I think they're going to try to put a lot of pressure on Zach and force him into some bad situations. So we're going to keep getting to these lines. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Lines are hot. We'll get to everybody. Please just be patient. We're going to get to everybody. So next, I'm going to my guy, my friend, and yours. I'm going to Monty. You know what I'm saying? Monty's next on the line. We know how Monty does. He calls in. I'm hoping that he's civil this week. That's what I'm hoping. I hope he'll be logical and civil this week for us. I hope. Oh, yeah. But salute to you, Monty. I want to thank you for calling in. You know what I'm saying? You know how I knew you were here, Monty? Because my security system it went off.
Hey, it better be extra tight. Hey, hey, listen, man, it got to be better, man. It got to be better security, man. It got to be better security. What's good? What's going on with you, man? You all right?
I'm great, man. I'm great. We just sitting here having a chat about, the upcoming game against the Patriots. Give me your thoughts, man. Are you concerned that the New York Jets are going to come out this bye week and be kind of sluggish and kind of sleepwalk like we've seen in the past? Is that a concern?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. It's a huge concern because we've always shown that, after a bye, we come out very sluggish, undisciplined, not really sure what's going on. It's New York City, man. Like, that's what people got to realize, man. When these guys leave and they go away, man, you're in the biggest market in the country, man. So it's a lot of trouble to get into. You're not focused on what's going on. So, like, in cities like New York, man, I expect them to come back, a little sluggish because you got to get your mind back to football. You see what I'm saying?
Wow. I'm hoping that they don't. I'm hoping that they can come out and Saleh has these guys focused. Because let me tell you something, Monty. Man, if you go into Foxborough sluggish, if we play to where we don't really start playing until after the half against Belichick, like we've seen this season, it's over. It's over.
Oh yeah,
like they'll put us away early,
Joe, come on, man. You know what's gonna happen this week, man. Like you already know what's gonna happen. Do I need to say it?
No, I don't. No, I don't. We gonna keep talking about it. I don't know, but I want to hear your takes. Look. Let's go to the offense, because, again, that's been a big concern this season. We've seen a lot of late starts, right? We've seen a lot of sluggish play. We've seen a lot, disconnects in there. We've only scored, I think at this point, we've only scored one touchdown in the first half. What do you think we'll see out of Zach Wilson in this game, man? Because the last time we played the Patriots, 4 interceptions. Do you think he'll be able to rebound and really step forward in this game and put it to the Patriots for us, man?
Absolutely not, because what Bill Belichick does, man, he capitalizes off your weaknesses, man. And the Jets, you got to realize we're going against one of the best coaches, and our head coach is very, very green. We don't really know what we want to be yet. We don't know if we want to run the ball one week. We don't know if we want to pass the ball. We don't know if we want to do West Coast offense. We don't know what we want to do as far as, offensively. And when you don't know what you want to do, and on top of that, you're a very undisciplined team, the Patriots are going to blow you out the water. And that's what's going to happen this week. I mean, I'm sad to say, but, Zach Wilson is a very, I love the guy. I love the guy. I feel like he has a lot of arm talent. He has a lot of skills, but as far as mentally, he doesn't have it all there yet. He's not really sure of what he sees. He's not sure of the protection because it's not really consistent enough to sit back and know that you can go from your first read, second read, third read. So a lot of the games that we play, we start out very, very sluggish. And what happens is a lot of teams just kind of just take their foot off the gas, because they see the way our offense is moving, and they get undisciplined. And then that's when we go up top, and we always get it started with a big play. It's more so, Zach Wilson going outside the pocket and finding Corey Davis or, Elijah Moore deep. And that's not really how the Patriots play ball. They're very disciplined in what they do. And it's hard to really capitalize on that. The only way that I can see us beating the Patriots is and to be honest, if we were going to beat them, it would be this week because they had a huge letdown the week before against the Cowboys. But if we are going to beat the Patriots, we have to be physical and we have to run the ball consistently. And Joe, back in the time we were successful against the Patriots, that was our recipe. Good offensive line play, physical run game, and we really those were the only ways that you could beat the Patriots. If you want to pass the ball, you're not really gonna. Bill Belichick is just too smart of a guy to just pass up and down the field on them. So if we want to beat them, we just got to be physical, got to be disciplined, got to tackle, got to run the ball, and we'll see how Robert Saleh and the offensive staff really put together a game plan, and we're gonna see what they're gonna do.
Yeah. No, listen, I hear you, and I mean, Monty, you bringing it right now, man. You got some good taste. I hear what you're saying. Yes, being physical. I'm just trying to be respectful. Yes,
hey, and, I appreciate it, man. I got smashed by the Savages last week, man. Hey, it's bad when Steve comes out and slams your take. I've been hearing Steve's garbage take since Let's Talk Jets, man.
Oh wow! I didn't say that. Again, let's just all be respectful to everybody. I think Steve has great takes.
Oh no! It's all love. It's all love. Like I got love. I got love for Steve, man. He's an entertaining call, but a lot of garbage takes.
Well, listen. Okay, so get back to me. Get back to the Jets, like you said as well. Being physical, being physical, running the football hard is definitely a recipe to beat the Patriots. But I think now we got some targets on the outside, man. We got Corey Davis, you got Elijah Moore, you got Mims, we got Crowder. But I look at Corey Davis, and I think it's so important to get him going early. Can you speak to the importance of that, man? Getting into Corey, making sure we can get those big plays early to really get aggressive. Is it important for us to feed Corey Davis in this game, man?
It's very important because Zach Wilson needs a guy that he can rely on, and he knows whenever he gets in trouble, he can go to. And when you have a surefire, sure-handed receiver to be able to go to like that, it's very, very important. Corey Davis just has to do his part in making sure he's running the correct routes, make sure he's catching balls consistently, and he's really being clutch on third downs. That's when we need a possession receiver like Corey Davis the most, on third down, moving the chains. Because I know for a fact, Zach Wilson is gonna get loose, and man, you just got to make sure a guy like Corey Davis can just help him out, bail him out, and make some plays. And that's what it's all about, really, just making sure, you have that guy, that number one, that legit number one receiver. And, Joe, that's your guy, man. That's your guy. I haven't seen number one ability yet, but, he has made a lot of plays, but he just has to be consistent. And, Joe, that's what I'm telling you, man. If the Jet one player where each and every week I know where they're going to get, what they're going to bring, man, that's going to help us out a lot, man. And hopefully Corey Davis can be that guy to, be consistent enough.
Yeah, listen, I'm telling you, I tell everybody, things go wrong in my life, I call Corey Davis. That's what I do. I call him every single time, man. I give him a call. Every single time.
Here we go.
I give him a call every single time. Things go wrong. That's who I call. That's who I call.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? That's who I call.
Well, we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. Elijah Moore hasn't really done anything, and Denzel Mims is not playing, and Crowder, he's my guy. He's my consistent guy. But he's having a hard time getting on the field sometimes with injuries and COVID and all that stuff. So, we'll see, man. You're calling on Corey Davis.
Yeah, I'm calling.
Tough,
That's what I'm doing. But so my final question before I let you go, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay.
We may get Marcus Maye. We may get Jarrad Davs back. What are your expectations of those guys getting back into the team, getting back on the field? What do you expect from each of them?
I mean, nothing really. They're not going to be any game changers. We don't really have any game changers on the defense, man. It's more so scheme that's keeping us involved in these, keeping us involved in these games. It's not anybody really making any plays. Besides, the only playmaker I see is C.J. Mosley. He's the only game changer. But the rest of the guys, they're solid. We can maybe keep the game competitive. Hopefully keep it close. Maybe 2 touchdowns, maybe 10 points. But our offense, I think, is going to be the issue. But I don't really see Jarrad Davs or Marcus Maye really making that big of a difference. Robert Saleh seems like he's a good coach, and his scheme is going to be the thing that's going to keep us close into the game.
Wow.
Jarrad Davs and Marcus Maye.
All right. Wow. And he laughed at him. Wow. I mean, Monty, what
more do you want from me?
I just try to be positive, be a positive Jets fan, and show love to everybody. But you call in,
Joe, let me get my bars off real quick. Let me get my bars off, man. I just feel like I've told you what to expect this season. I've literally told you what to expect this season. I'm a diehard Jets fan, and I used to go to the games, away games, everything. But man, I know a good football team when I see it, and I'm not gonna sit here and just be a glutton for punishment watching the Jets, man, each and every week. I know what to get. I just want to see some type of progress, some type of superstar type player. And I haven't seen it. I mean, I haven't seen one guy who's close.
Yeah. Okay. Well, give us your final score prediction for the game now. Who wins?
35,
who loses?
Man.
How do you think?
35 Patriots.
Wow, 35-10 Patriots. Are you serious, Monty? Wow.
Yes. Zach was having nightmares the first game we played. He was seeing ghosts.
Way to bring positivity.
The ghost game, part 2.
Wow. Way to bring positivity to the show. Listen, I got to get back to these lines, Monty. Thank you for calling in. You were civil this week. I appreciated it, man. I think everybody else did.
Man, I told you I could be
it was a rough week
civil,
for you,
man.
It was a rough week for you last week, but you bounced back this week, all right? You have yourself a good night, man.
All right, you take it easy, Joe.
All right. Listen, that was Monty, everybody. 35-10. Wow. All right, we'll keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Please like the stream and share the stream as well with your friends and family. It's always greatly appreciated when you do that. I'll keep getting to these lines, though. Next, I'm going to my guy, Steve. Monty called him out. I wonder if Steve, has something to say. Salute to you, Steve. I want to thank you for calling in today. Listen, Steve, we're talking Jets Patriots. What do you think this Jets offense is going to look like coming out of this bye week, man?
Well, first off, Joe, it's always great to hear from you. How was your bye week?
It was all right, man. I enjoyed myself. I had a lot of fun. I talked to a lot of people. It was good, man. It was good.
Well, all right, Joe. I had a good bye week too. But let me tell you, something, Joe. Before we get into this discussion about this Jets-Patriots game, during this bye week, there was actually a lot of good things that happened with the Jets over this bye week. Here's an example. You ready for this? So we saw all 3 teams in our division lose. That was one positivity. And the best part was when the Dolphins lost to the Jaguars in London, giving Jacksonville their first win after losing 20 in a row. Carolina losing, which helped our draft picks for the future. I'm the best player in the nation. You know who I'm talking about. I'm the best player in the nation. And having Pittsburgh beat Seattle helped us with Seattle's first round pick. Let me just tell you, Joe, listen, I'm sorry if I kept on tagging you in those posts on Sunday night, Joe. I died laughing so hard when Adams said that, and a lot of people are now making fun of Jamal Adams ever since after he made that quote on Sunday night. So just wanted to get that stuff off my skin. So now let's get to business. Let's talk about this football team. So
let's go, man.
After having a nice, relaxing bye week, after having a nice, relaxing bye week, now we have our second rematch against New England. Now listen, New England is coming into this game at 2-4, and we're 1-4 coming into this game. I know that going into this game that we're going to be more fresh than the Patriots are, because the Patriots are coming off of coming off of a brutal overtime loss on Sunday to Dallas, 35-29. But let me tell you, though, something. We're still going – listen, I know everyone all says that the Patriots are not the same team that they used to be in the past. But this team still has Bill Belichick, who is probably, hands down, one of the greatest coaches to ever coach the game of football. It's also going to be the second rematch of Zach Wilson versus Mac Jones. New England's got talent on that team. Matt Judon, Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith. They're also a team that likes to run the ball a lot. And the biggest concern is going to be is how does Robert Saleh get this team prepared after the bye week? Because, Joe, you made a good point about this. In the past, when we had Rex Ryan, listen, we all loved Rex, but Rex did not get the team prepared after bye weeks. I always remembered watching it in person. And then that was the same with Todd Bowles. And it was even worse with Adam Gase as our coach for the last couple of years. The thing is, when you're coming off of a bye, you're expected to play a lot better. And in the past, we haven't seen the Jets do that. Sunday, that will come out better prepared. So, Joe, I'll let you take the floor.
Yeah, listen, I'm agreeing with a lot of your takes so far, Steve. We got to make sure that this team is ready to go. We cannot, sit back and sleepwalk. We got to get off and started early. And some of the things that you brought up was, can Zach Wilson rebound? Again, we saw a bad game against the Patriots first time. Will he be able to step up and, kind of turn things around this time against the Patriots and get rolling? Now, my question for you is this, Steve. How important is it for us to get the running game established early, my friend?
It's very important because, listen, the one thing that I did see that New England did struggle against Dallas was, listen, yes, Dallas has Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard on their team, two very outstanding running backs. But New England at times in Sunday's game against Dallas, they had a hard time stopping the run against Dallas. And that's got to be a key thing, because if we could start getting our running game together, that's going to be a good thing. But the thing is, though, listen, Robert Saleh, I love Saleh, and I still think he's going to be a great coach, but he's got to get his team ready for Sunday. You got to get the team ready for Sunday. And I know over the past week, Saleh did say that there were times where players did get together during the bye, and they did work on some things together. They even text messaged. They even called each other, saying, what do we got to do to get ready for New England? But the thing is, what's going to be tough about this game is, Joe, now, I'm not going to count the 2011 divisional round game in New England. But, Joe, get this stat. The New York Jets have not won a game in Gillette Stadium since a regular season game since 2008. Since 2008, the New York Jets have not won a regular season game against New England. And the last time we beat the Patriots in a regular season game, it was the Ryan Fitzpatrick overtime winning touchdown to Eric Decker. So the New York Jets coming into this game are on an 11-game losing streak against New England. This could be a great opportunity for the Jets on Sunday to end this losing streak. But something, Joe, we got to see, because remember, this is a team this year that's about rebuild and competing. I want to see the Jets compete in a good game against New England. Now, I know everybody wants to win, and Joe, I want to win, and you want to win too, Joe. But you got to remember, this is unfortunately a rebuild season. So, Joe, I'll let you talk.
Yeah, listen, I hear you, Steve. I'm right there with you. I understand the whole rebuild thing, but I still want to see the team go out there and be competitive. And again, this is not, this New England team is not to be joked around with. Not to be joked around with. We need to make sure we go out there and take care of business. I want to see some fight, man. That's what I want to see. I want to see some fight, and I want to see this team put itself in the best position to take that W. So this has been a phenomenal call, Steve. Before I let you go, give me your final score prediction, man. Who do you think wins? Who do you think loses? How do you think this game ends up?
Hey, first off, before I tell you about my final score prediction, am I the best in the nation, or is that Jamal Adams? Joe, listen. Joe, I had to get you laughing. Come on. I had to do it.
Everybody's getting it. Everybody's getting that Jamal, man. Everybody. Go ahead, Steve. Give us your final score prediction.
Okay, Joe. All right, Joe. So here is my thing about this score prediction. You know something, Joe? Listen, I do want to see the Jets win. And listen, Joe, I want to see them win. The most important thing, though, that I want to see, even if we lose to New England on Sunday, I want us to be competitive. And I want them to show, and I want the NFL world to see the New York Jets can compete in games. Here is my thing about this, Joe. As much as I want to win, this is Bill Belichick we are playing, and I do still think that the Patriots are still slightly better than us. Now, I hope I'm wrong from the bottom of my heart, but I am going to predict that New England defeats us on Sunday. I'm going to go 24-20 Patriots.
Oh, my goodness, Steve. Come on. You're going to make me cry, man. Come on, Steve.
Listen,
After
Joe, I
that,
hope I'm wrong, Joe. Joe, I hope I'm wrong,
Steve,
but we'll see what happens on Sunday, man. Come on.
Steve, you know
it's
what?
all
I'm
love,
giving you
man.
Come on, Steve. I really thought that you were going to pick us up and say that we were going to have a win, but you just dumped us right into the dirt, man. You dumped us right into the dirt. But, look, Steve, I respect your takes there. I understand it. This is a tough team to be going up against. Still got a lot of things to figure out with the Jets. But it was good talking to you, Steve, man. Hope to talk to you, the next show as well. You have yourself a good one, man.
Hey, Joe, listen, good night, man. All gas, no brakes. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Steve, man. All gas, no brakes at the end of the day anyway. I respect Steve, man. I really do. Man, I really thought he was going to pick us up at the end. Was I the only one that felt like that? I really felt like he was going to say, you know what? I'm going to go with the Jets. They're fighting hard. Let's go. I was ready. But he just threw us right into the dirt. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep getting to these lines. 515-515-6029-639 is the number. Call in. The lines are hot. We're going to get to everybody. Please like the stream. Share the stream as well. If you have not subscribed on YouTube, Long Beach Joe Jets is the YouTube channel that we live stream the show on as well. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Go there, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications as well. So when I post content, you folks will be in the know. All right? We're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Next, I'm going to 973. Venom G's, Chris, and Jason, just hold on a second. We're going to 973. We're coming directly to you, my friend. I want to thank you for calling in. Give me your thoughts about this New York Jets offense. Do you think we'll be able to put up at least 14 points in the first half?
14 points. Yeah, I think we could. Remember, this is not the same New England team that we had, with Brady and the Gronkowski. I mean, they've been pretty weak since, they departed. So I'm looking at this to be a much more tight-knit game. But I'm also looking to think this is going to be a bit more on the defensive side. I kind of think, more, everybody's thinking, it's going to be like one of those high-scoring affairs. Not in the recent times that we've seen it. I think we're seeing a little bit of changing of the guard here. With the Patriots, I mean their offense has been pretty weak. Both of them have been pretty weak, but the defense, of course, is where the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Mac Jones, be able to, and I know a lot of Jets fans, try to dump on Mac Jones, but you go back and you look at that Cowboys game. Yes, he did make some mistakes. He had an interception, that definitely cost him.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. He made some throws in that game. That throw that he made to a tight end, it was one of their tight ends. Dude, he was hitting guys. He was finding guys. And yes, he does go through those spots. But again, he's a young quarterback. This guy, we're seeing him, be able to get after it. And that leads me to my next question for you. When you look at some of the things he's able to do, if you leave him back there and give him too much time, he can pick you apart. How important is it that we pressure Mac Jones and really force him into making bad decisions?
Oh, we really do have to do that. Jones, is, I think, of the future. So we have to, be careful with him. He's not one to be taken so lightly.
Yeah.
I watched him play, and,
yeah.
he means a lot.
Yeah. No, listen, I hear you. He's a guy that can definitely take it to you. Now, we're supposed to get, Jarrad Davis, Marcus Maye back. If Marcus Maye is out there and is able to play, what are your expectations from him in this game, man?
Well, it's hard to tell, really, at that. So I don't really think that there's going to be too much expectations. This is going to be a very defensive game, despite what people think. With the Patriots, how they always manage to beat us. Yes, we haven't won in Gillette Stadium since the dinosaur era, but I'm looking this to be, like I said, a much more tight game here.
Yeah. Listen, I hear you, a tight game there, and you're talking about it being a tight game and a defensive struggle. Again, especially if we're talking about defense, I think Marcus Maye is absolutely going to be able to help us there, especially coverage-wise, because they got these two tight ends, man. I'm telling you, I think they're really going to release the Kraken, this week for us. I think they're going to send those two tight ends at us, early and often. So my last question for you, my friend, is give me your final score prediction. Who do you think wins? Who do you think loses? How do you think this game ends up?
Well, I don't know if we should go into history here, but I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. We do have a tough time playing in that area where them play, meaning the Patriots. I refer to as them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at a low-scoring game here. I'm thinking only 17-13.
17-13 Jets?
Yeah, I'm not thinking the high-scoring mark here.
So 17-13 Jets, that's what you got?
Yeah, I'll go 17-13.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, look, I respect that take, all right? 17-13 Jets,
Joe,
I think it's a defensive as well.
If you get a chance, as I mentioned last time, I host a sports show on Saturday nights from 5 to 7. You can always give it a call. It's called the Enhanced Sports Show. It's totally free. Won't cost you a cent. Except maybe your self-respect, anything, nerve, and pride. That's my little joke. The number to call is 512-543-4662. Number again, 512-543-4662. I was grading last week of how the teams are. So if you do get a chance, I'll repeat the question again. And how would you rate them? Like if you were to give them a report card, kind of like that sounds pretty stupid, but you get the idea. So I'd love to have you on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely. If I can for sure.
Yeah. All right. Because when you get to week 6, that's when you start separating the pack and everything, and that's when let me bring that up. So if you get a chance, call in. You got nothing to lose. I mean, the more the merrier.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, we're gonna get back to these lines, though, my friend. I want you to have a good night. All right. You
too. Thank you, Joe.
All right. Listen. Guy called in. He had some takes. We're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639. Call in. But before, can we just talk a little bit about Jamal Adams and how fun it was to watch him drop that interception? This is just Jamal Adams, the overrated box safety. I'm so glad we got him out of here. Two first rounds never looked so good. You know what I mean? And we got a little change, just a little sprinkle. We got some more picks on top of that as well. Salute to the Seattle Seahawks. You have been fleeced. You have been fleeced, my friend. Enjoy Blitz Boy. So we're going to get back to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Next, I'm going to my guy, Venom G's. Hey, but listen. For those of you that do not know, okay, Venom G's, he's savage. He's a straight He's a savage. That boy is a savage. That boy is a savage.
Joe, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? Salutes. Now, listen, everybody, Venom likes to call in and be all logical, right? Try to tell us all these
not this time.
Not this time.
Not
I'm
this
shocked.
time.
That's old bait and switch. Listen, Venom.
I'm telling you, man.
We talking Jets Pats. Talk to us. Do you think this Jets offense comes out with a fire lit under them, man? Do you think this Jets offense is going to be able to come out and be aggressive and attack?
I hope so, but knowing the Jets, hell no. We coming with the same old energy we had last time we saw them. In damn near London. In goddamn London. That's what they coming with. I don't think the team, man, they need some time, man. They took enough time where we could play the Patriots 20 times and they're gonna whip us, man.
Wow.
If Belichick is gonna make Zach look the same way he did the first game, man.
So you're saying that Zach Wilson's going to come out just as bad as he did in the first game with the 4 interceptions? You don't think he's going to be able to rebound and learn from the things that happened in that game?
I want to hope so. Like I told you, I hope so. But I know this team, Joe. I know this team. I'm not going for the okie doke, man. I'm sick of these damn press conference lives, man. I'm sick of y'all telling me we're straightening out things. Only thing y'all straightening out is your bids and shit. Oh, your bids and stuff, man.
Watch your language, man.
I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry.
Come on now.
I'm sorry. Golly, this team getting me frustrated, Joe.
Come on, Venom. Come on, man. You gotta have a stiff upper lip. Come on, man. Look, we're coming off of a bye week. Let's get positive. Let's get positive, Venom.
Okay.
Let's get the positive energy.
Here we go.
Come on, Venom. Listen, let's pick ourselves up, all right? Look, we're coming off of a bye week. We're coming off of a bye week, right? Look, that London game, that's behind us, man. That's behind us, Venom.
Okay.
All right? Talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be your therapist, right? Listen, you can't do anything about what happened in the past, okay? That's done. We're moving forward now.
You know they say the past
predicts
the future, man.
Yeah, but we learn from that. If you don't learn from the past, yes, you're doomed to repeat it, but we learn from it. But it's in the past. So now we're moving forward, right?
Okay.
We're moving forward.
All right.
We got a young team. We got a young head coach. We're full of fire. We're ready to go out there and prove people wrong. Now,
that's the only bright spot.
Yeah, when you look at this game, man, the Patriots, they're a team, but guess what? We got some players as well, especially when you look at us offensively, right? So I'm looking at this week, and I'm saying this. Why can't Elijah Moore have a big game this week? When you look at this game plan, could you see us feeding Elijah Moore even in different kind of, formations from different kind of spots and him having a big-time game against the Patriots? Can't you see that, Venom? It's his time.
I can't see that. I can't see it. I can't see it, Joe. I want to be optimistic, but I can't see it. Yo,
what more do you want from me?
Come on.
Yo, as soon as he snaps the ball, only person you see is Corey Davis. That's it. Until he fixed that and hit the open guy, Joe, I'm gonna be optimistic now. So I think with this game, all we're doing is learning experience for these young guys. The defense is young and they're progressing. The offense is still crawling. That's the most I could say. I know we're going to lose, but we're going to learn experience within this game, man. So I want to be optimistic. I want to see players make plays. I want to see why we go and get Elijah Moore. I want to see why did we go and pick up Corey Davis. I want to see these things, and this is the right team to bring it out against because I saw Corey Davis the first time against the Pats. Belichick shuts down whoever's your primary target, so all these other guys are going to have to step up. So I want to see that. I want to see it. I want to see more than 2 drives a half, 3 drives a half at tops. I want to see more than that. You know, I want to see the defense be on the field a lot more. I mean, a lot less than they have been for the last first quarter of the season.
But they are, Venom. We're going to turn things around, man. That's what I'm saying. Pick up the positivity. It's going to turn around this
year. Yeah, Joe.
I'm fired up.
In my heart, I hope that Zach, everything starts clicking and he wins Rookie of the Year. I hope that, man. But history has showed me something different, and I know we want to close the door on that. Turn the page, start a new leaf.
Yeah.
But then,
in 6 weeks, today's a new day. Come on.
Okay. All right. They tripped yesterday, so they're going to walk good today.
Yeah, come on. Let's pick it up. Listen, my final question, Venom, because, I get it, but let's be more positive. Now, we talked about the offense. Let's talk about the defense, man. The defense has really been phenomenal this season. You look at this game against the Patriots, I think one of the key things we must do is get pressure on Mac Jones. We must, right? So for you, how many sacks do you think John Franklin Myers has in this game, man?
I hope he show up, man. I just want consistency, man. We just went from a game for 6, 7 sacks, and then we went to none. We made Tannehill look like he was a bum. Then we made Matty Ice look like the Joe Montana. Now we got to put pressure on Mac Jones. So and I know callers were saying Mac Jones is the truth, man. He may be the second coming of Tom Brady, and he looks legit, man.
Yeah,
but I hope he could bring the pressure on him and bring the pain. I want to see all the gas, no breaks, and I think we just got to give this team some time to build and gel. This has only been 6 weeks in an 18-week season, so give them some time to progress, gel together. This is their first season. This is Dak's first season, so it's going to be a lot of ups and downs. So I think just give them time to progress, And I think Ashton Davis is going to be good, man. I see he's flying around. He's going to be okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see something from him. Again, with all the things we were talking about with Marcus Maye, discussing Ashton Davis, everybody's saying,
he's gone.
Give it to Maye. Everybody's saying trade Maye. Everybody knows he's gone after the season. Guess what? If Marcus Maye is gone, that safety position, you pretty much have blown a hole in it if Ashton Davis does not pay him. If we don't see anything more from Ashton Davis, then what? Then you have nothing there. You pretty much have set the safety position. LaMarcus Jordan, not playing.
No, even if I think what we should do is get rid of Maye within the next 2 weeks and then grab a draft pick because we have 3 in the first round this year. I think we have 3 in the second round. So we have talent. We have enough picks to build off if Ashton doesn't pan out. So we got them picks in the back pocket.
But wait a second, is safety really something that you want to spend a high pick on? Because again, you got capital in the back pocket, but we have a lot of things that we need to improve, right? Because a lot of people are saying, hey, when we go into the draft this year, we need a right guard. They've discussed other positions along the offensive line. I know people that talked about possibly going after a right tackle. We need another corner. We need another pass rusher to possibly add with Lawson.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that we could use. So look, we'll talk about that in the future as well. But
that's 5.
Let me tell you something.
That's 5. When we have an abundance of picks, that's only 5 spots you're talking about. So we have more picks than that.
Yeah, but we need more.
And I think we definitely do. But I think this game here, I want to keep it tight, Joe. I want to keep it tight. I'm going to say the Patriots 20-14. I'll say 20-14.
20-14 Patriots. Wow, Venom. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Venom.
Improves this week, man.
You brought so much positivity to the platform.
I know.
You brought so much positivity to the platform. You've really called in and you've lifted all of our spirits. You have been the beacon of light in the fog, of confusion. You have absolutely lifted us. You've lifted them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything you've done. But before I let you go, man. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You have a good one, Venom. You have a good one, my friend.
All right, bro.
Venom G, body. Peace out, Venom. You have a good one.
Yeah.
Venom, listen, salutes to Venom. I want to thank him for calling in. Venom, he's a great guy, man. Great Jets fan. We go back and forth. But, he wasn't positive. A lot of people are not positive, man. A lot of people are not positive this week for some reason going into this game. But, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the positivity. Picking up my spirits, man. I'm picking them up. I don't know why everybody's all of a sudden got so negative, But again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. We're taking all callers. We're talking to everybody about this upcoming game against the Patriots, Jets, Patriots. Salutes to all the savages in the chat, man. Salutes to everybody. NY Jets FL, Young Dez 83, Rusty, Monty, Method, everybody that's in there, man. Salutes to everybody. We'll keep getting to these lines. And as well, wherever you're watching me from, please give the stream a thumbs up. Show me some support, please. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Also share the stream as well. And when you do subscribe, please hit that notification button. You know what I mean? It's always greatly appreciated. So we're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Next, we're going to my guy, Chris, man. Chris calls in. He knows his Jets. He is on the line. Salutes to you, Chris. I want to thank you for calling in tonight. Chris, give me your thoughts, man. Jets coming off a bye week, going into this Patriots game. How do you think that this defense is going to be able to perform, my friend?
Well, Joe, how are you doing? I hope you enjoyed a bye week. But I'm afraid
salute.
You might want to raise that alarm, buddy. Because this is not the good Chris. This is the savage me.
Oh, okay. 1 second. He's a savage. He's a savage.
This game.
Talk, Chris.
This game is very personal for me, and I'm going to tell you why. This is a revenge game for me. Number one, I dislike Bill Belichick. I cannot stand him. I can't stand the way he is. He attacks young rookie quarterbacks. A real coach is supposed to be a mentor to its young rookie quarterback. Someone like him, doesn't even deserve respect. He's a devil in my book. Cannot stand him. Now, the defense, I really hope we steamroll the Patriots offense so bad so we can make Bill Belichick look like a joke and make sure he never runs an NFL team again, and we make sure that he gets out of Gillette Stadium embarrassed. That's how much I can't stand him.
Chris is bringing the heat. Do you hear me right now? Chris is bringing the fire. Listen, Chris, I hear the anger in your voice. I hear it. Now, a big thing I think that's going to help us achieve, making sure that we embarrass Bill Belichick is our offense getting going early. Do you think that Zach Wilson will be able to rebound from that 4-interception game that he had last time? Do you think Zach will be able to get this offense going early and get some points on the board early?
Joe, you better believe he will. I've seen the confidence in that young man. I even saw it on his message he put that he's in so focused on Sunday that I know he has the potential, and I can't wait until he embarrassed that devil out of Gillette Stadium. I cannot wait. I'll be so happy. So that once this game is over, we'll make sure that Belichick runs out like the dogs he is.
Oh, wow. Listen, I hear the fire in your voice, the anger in your voice. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about the defense, man. This is my final question for you. Do you think we'll be able to get pressure on Mac Jones, my friend? Do you think our pass rush, John Franklin Myers, Huff, all of our guys will be able to bang him around and get him to throw some interceptions?
Yes. Don't forget to count the Williams twins, because they are real savages when it comes to the defense. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. If the Cowboys did it, we can do it too.
Talk that talk, Chris. Listen, you brought the heat so far. Give me your final score prediction, my friend. Who do you think wins? Who do you think loses? How do you think this thing ends up?
It's going to be 28 to 14 us.
Ooh.
We're going to make sure that after that win, Bill Belichick not only leaves the New England Patriots, we'll make sure that he never sets a foot in the NFL again.
Wow. Big words from Chris. Listen, Chris, I want to thank you for calling in tonight. I feel the anger. I feel the passion. I feel the fire. You have yourself a good night, my friend.
You too, my friend. Don't worry, I didn't take it on you.
Understand it. You have a good. I get it, man.
You too, my friend.
You have a good one. Woo. Man, Chris called in and he was upset, man. I heard the anger in his voice. He despises Belichick. Salute. 515-602-9639. Again, 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Chris. Woo. Next, I'm going to my guy, Jason. Jason, salutes. I want to thank you for calling in tonight. Chris called in. He was upset, man. Wow. Salutes to you, Jason. I want to thank you for calling in, my friend. What are your thoughts about this matchup? New York Jets, Patriots. How do you feel this New York Jets team will come out offensively? Do you think we'll be able to come out and start fast early?
Well, thanks for having me. But before I talk about the Patriots, I would like to say that I enjoyed this bye week of just seeing the Dolphins melt down against the Jaguars and seeing they lose to the Jaguars and giving the Jaguars the first win. That was just candy to me, man. That was amazing. And then seeing how Jamal, and I know everyone's pushing Jamal, but just seeing his what he did with his thing, he's like, I'm best in the nation, and just seeing him just getting demolished play after play, man. You just gotta love it, man. But going into this Patriots game, it's gonna be, to be honest, I trust the defense to hold up, but the offense, I don't know what we're gonna see in the first half. The offense has been way too inconsistent, and we always been slow. So the offense is the only point I am worried about. The defense can hold its own. We've seen that time week after week after week.
That's a fact. Yeah, Jason. I mean, you're right there. I think me and you have the same concern. I'm very concerned about the offense, especially, again, if the offense come out and sleepwalks like we've seen this entire, year so far. Like you said, the defense has really been holding its own. The defense has, held up more than their part of the bargain. The defense is often why we're in games to begin with, especially with our struggles. But I'm looking at it now and I'm saying, hey, we're coming out of a bye week. Saleh has told people that he sat down and did a deep dive. You know how we over here at the Jets facility, we love doing deep dives. So he said he did a deep dive, and they've done things to kind of try to address our sluggish starts offensively. Now, I think one of the things that's really going to help us is, we got some guys in our wide receiver core that are back, especially a guy like Elijah Moore. We got Mims that's out there. Hopefully we utilize him. But another guy I think a lot of people are not talking about as much as I think they should is Jameson Crowder, man. What kind of game do you think he has against this Patriots team? Because I really, really believe that he's going to have some matchups, some favorable matchups that he's going to be able to win.
Right, and this whole receiving core we talked over the whole offseason was that if the offense coordinator can set these all receivers up, they're able to make plays. Corey Davis has been making plays. Elijah Moore hasn't had his time. He needs a little bit more. But James Crowder, the Patriots defense isn't what it used to be. We could beat them matchup to matchup. If we go 4 or 5 wide receivers out, we can win. But again, the problem lies is, can this offensive coordinator set up players up to succeed? That's the most important, crucial part, is putting the pieces out there. If they could put the pieces out there, we can easily go out and make plays. It's just putting the right position players on the spot.
I mean, you're talking facts, and for me, again, like you said as well, putting the guys out there and utilizing them correctly. I think his usage of Denzel Mims up until this point, and I hope we see a bit more out of Denzel, in this upcoming Patriots game, but it's been horrific. I mean, we've seen Denzel Mims go out there. When they put him on the field, he makes plays. He's bailed us out of a lot of situations, gotten us, first downs on, I think it was like either third or fourth and 23 or something like that. He was able to come out and make a play. We've seen him, one catch for 40 yards where he's just able to come out and make plays when they put him on the field. And it's been a lot of red tape and a lot of talk about why they're not putting him on the field as often as they should. But that should stop. He should absolutely be utilized in this game, and you've absolutely got to go out there and make sure that you draw things up to get him in the game and make him be effective. And it's the same thing with Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore, again, I was told that he was the greatest Jets the greatest wide receiver that the New York Jets had ever drafted in franchise history. And you look at the Falcons game, he doesn't have a catch. That's insane. This is what I was told by the beat. This is what I was told by fans, that he is the greatest wide receiver the Jets have ever drafted, but he goes into a game and doesn't have a catch. You need to draw things up schematically to get this guy the football. Within your offensive game plan, he should absolutely be a go-to week in and week out if he's out there on the field. Now, I look at this situation as well, Jason, and I'm saying, yeah, we got some wide receivers we can take it to. Corey Davis, we can absolutely call him when things are breaking down. We see Zach often find him. But another important part is running the football effectively. What are your thoughts about that? Do you think the New York Jets will be able to establish the run against the New England Patriots?
Well, to be honest, I believe we can, man. Mark Collin, man. This kid running back, man, watching the tape on him, man. He's always running his feet, man. It's hard for him to tackle, man. It's amazing. I believe this kid's going to be something special. And so, to be honest, if our offensive line can block, of course we can win. With Coleman, with all of them, our running game, man, I believe we can run this ball down their throat and make this defense tired in a short game. And then when they try to stack us, deep them with a Moore or somebody to hit them, We could do that. Yeah. This game could be ours.
Absolutely. Now, I want to talk about this defense a little bit with you, man, because let me tell you something. This defense has been flying around, playing like the hair was on fire. Now we're going on in here against Mac Jones. How important is it for us to get pressure on Mac Jones and force him into making bad decisions?
For a rookie QB, if Zell is he should be a defensive coordinator. He should know how to get into rookie QBs. I'd be sitting in some blitz, like zone blitzes, like try to mix it up, trying to confuse the quarterback, because we saw from Mac Jones, he got picked off for a pick 6. So if he's able to do that, I think the Jets is able to scheme to confuse him a bit to get a couple of interceptions, or even to push him into interceptions. We've seen it. We just hopefully the consistency of our defensive line. And you know what? We may need to do something like to change to get him shocked, get him confused, get him just something, Because we can't. If Foreman ain't doing it, we just need to blitz more people. We can't just let him sit out there like Wyatt Tannehill. He's gonna kill us.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, you're talking facts right now, Jason. Now, listen here. Jarrad Davis, Marcus Maye, a lot of people are optimistic that they'll be back. What kind of impact do you think they'll have on this game, man, if they do play? What are your expectations from Davis and Maye in this game?
Maye, dude, he's a baller. I don't care what people have said about him, dude. I know he had the DUI, man. Again, it sucks to see a play like that happen, and it sucks. But, dude, he's a baller, man. He with the ball comes his way, man, he makes plays happen. So if he starts, man, I don't think Mac Jones is going to try to throw his way, or as I'm seeing a couple of INTs. And Davis, you know, he got injured way too soon this season, so I don't know what we will have with him. But I think he would be a good player to get back in to see him make plays. You know.
Yeah. No, I hear you. How concerned are you about this Patriots double tight end set that they can bring out with Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith? Man, do you think the New York Jets will be able to get those guys covered? You know, with C.J. Mosley possibly, you know, having to cover a guy, and maybe, you know, them trying to target Ashton Davis in coverage as well, utilizing one of those tight ends.
To be honest, I think Mosley can easily take one of them, I believe. With just the second one, I would just have like two players just watch the tight end. I don't feel those receivers they have. I do not feel. I like the one-on-one with our rookie CBs and let them fight it out. You know, let the better player beat them, or let the better player win. So I just double the tight ends and with the running backs, and you should be able to stop this offense.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, Jason, you brought the heat so far, man. Let's give Jason a hand, man. Let's, to the audience, give him a hand. Yeah. Yeah, I respect your takes there, Jason. So listen, my final question before I let you go is, what is your score prediction for this game, man? Who do you think wins? Who do you think loses? How do you think this game ends?
Well, again, it all comes down to this offense. Can this offense start strong and fast? If it could be strong and it could be fast, it could be easily we can win this. 20, I'd say probably actually 17-10 Jets. But the offense starts slow and we're losing and we're not able to get anything. This could easily get ugly, which it could be like 10 to 37 picks. So,
so where
I kind of give you two.
What are you going with? Well, no, what are you going with? You got to give me one. What are you going with? Come on, give me your pick. You got to call so far. Give me that.
I'm going Jets 17-10.
17-10 Jets. See, that's what I'm talking about. A solid take. Listen, Jason, I want to thank you for calling in tonight, my friend. Next time I have a show, I want to hear from you, all right? You have a good one.
You too, man. Go Jets.
All right. Listen, Jason called it. That was some positivity. Yeah. I loved it. Listen. So I'm going to give you guys my prediction right now before we close out the show. I look at this situation and I say to myself, again, I'm a little worried about the New York Jets coming out after this bye week and being sluggish. We've seen, particularly offensively, we've seen the Jets come out, struggle offensively early, and then try to pick things up as they, you know, continue to play and go through the game. We cannot have that happen in this game. They've got to come out ready to go aggressive and on fire. Saleh says that they've done some things in practice to kind of replicate the tempo that they need. So I'm hoping that that's been addressed and things are going to change there. All right. The running game, let's go. Let's be effective with it early. Let's establish it early. And my thing with the floor as well, you know, and I get people are trying to say he's learning as a play caller. I don't want to hear that. He needs to be ready to go on a weekly basis, and he needs to call an offensive game plan that's going to ensure that we're putting ourselves in positions to win games. When the run game gets established early and he gets going early, if it's working for us, don't go away from it. Don't go away from it like we've seen you do in the past where the running game is going and then we never see it again. No, keep it going. Beat this Patriots defense up with our battering ram and make it do what it do. Let these guys handle their business on the ground. Let our offensive line get rolling early if they can. All right? Listen, Ty Johnson, Michael Carter, young kids, get the ball in their hands, man. Let them go out there and make plays. I look at other guys again. Elijah Moore, I need to see some plays drawn up for him. Denzel Mims, I need to see plays drawn up for him. I need to see these guys utilized. I want to see an aggressive offense. I want to see speed. I want to see things picked up. Why not go, why not get some quick going as well? We've seen that work in the past too, and he's gone away from it, particularly before the half. We've seen no huddle. We've seen a lot of things work for the New York Jets, and our offensive coordinator will go away from it. Don't do that, okay? Let's pick the space. Let's pick the speed up offensively. Let's be aggressive. Let's attack. Let's be the first guy to punch in the fight. Let's do it. Let's punch them in the mouth, try to take them out early. Let's utilize our wide receiver core effectively. We can feed Corey Davis. That's wonderful. But let's get Elijah Moore and Mims involved. And also, let's not forget about that boy, Jameson Crowder, okay? I think he's a guy that's going to have some matchups that he will be unbelievably effective in, and I think he'll be able to win those matchups. Let's target him early, too. Defensively, I think the name of the game is getting after Mac Jones. We've got to hit this kid early and often. We saw it in Dallas. When they got to him and they banged him around, things were not easy for him, okay? And, again, I'm not, here to dump on him. I know a lot of Jets fans, they like to call him, they like to say he's trash and all that stuff. I'm not here to say all that. I think he's a solid quarterback, and he's still learning in this league. Let me tell you something. You leave that kid back there by himself, he'll pick you apart. He will pick you apart. He's a guy that is smart. He's coached well. Let's throw all that out the window. Hit him hard and early. Hit him hard, early, and often. Bang him around. Jarrad Davis, Marcus Maye, if you're playing, let's get in there. Be effective. Jarrad Davis, now again, I think he's still going to be working his way back in. I don't want to see him out-snap Quincy at this point, because Quincy is playing extremely well. But let's get him in there, work him back in the shape. Marcus Maye, if he's able to play, that's going to help us as well, particularly with those two tight end sets that I'm extremely concerned about. Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith, I'm worried about those guys. All right? I think the Patriots are definitely going to utilize them more in this game than they did in the first one. So we have to watch that, okay? We've got to watch out for those guys. We got to get after it, man. We got to get after it. I can see Bryce Hall, and our corners, Echols, really being able to clamp those wide receivers, especially Myers. I think Bryce Hall is going to continue to show, that he's that guy, that he's the guy that's stepping forward. You know what I'm saying? So I think from that point, I think we just got to worry about these tight ends, and we got to worry about these running backs coming out the backfield. Harris, we have to account for these guys. I want C.J. Mosley flying around all over the place, and I want Saleh to be very careful with his defensive assignments, okay? Because last week we saw him do things like put John Franklin Myers on Pitts, and Pitts just had a day against us because they would find him often. Let's not do that. Let's go with our strength. Send John Franklin Myers on every single play. Let's get him after it. Don't get too cute with the calls. Let's just do what we do best. Now, with all of that said, I know we've had some callers tonight that have gone different ways, right? Some people have picked the Patriots. Some people have picked the Jets. There's been some positivity. There's been some negativity. There's been some people talking about the past, some people talking about the future. But I'm going to talk about right now. Right now, in this moment, I am taking the New York Jets to beat the New England Patriots 24-20. Let's go. I am taking the New York Jets 24-20 over the Patriots. I think we get after him, and I think that Zach Wilson, he's going to show you this game. He's going to show you. He's going to show you. I think he rebounds from that 4-interception game, and I think he plays well. I really, really do. So I want to thank everybody for joining and calling in. We have some phenomenal callers tonight. Phenomenal. So I'm the man of the people. I'm here for the people. Let me shamelessly promote my Facebook page. Everyone go on Facebook, search The Long Beach Joe Show. Like that page. My content's up there. Go ahead and give it a listen. Message me. I'll message you right back. I love going back and forth with folks about this football team. Also, leave me some feedback. I love hearing about what you folks think I do here on The Long Beach Joe Show. I'm also on Twitter as well, at YoungJ000. Again, that is YoungJ00030. Go ahead and follow me. I'll follow you right back. You want to troll me? No issues. I am the troll that lives under the bridge, and I will have my Vera Tucker jersey on at all times. Vera Tucker is playing like a beast this year. What I tell you? Fight on. Trojans forever. All right? But I'll troll you. I'm also on YouTube as well at Long Beach Joe Jets. Long Beach Joe Jets on YouTube. Go to that channel, subscribe. That's where we do the live show. You know, that's where I put up, all of my content. We also game from time to time. We play Street Fighter. We play Madden. All this stuff. You know, we do that from time to time. So please subscribe to Long Beach Joe Jets on YouTube. Give my videos a thumbs up, and also hit that notification bell as well so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. All right? And as always, people, when you see me in person, it is arms out, chest open, free hugs for everyone, okay? The hugs will always be free. They'll never cost you a dime. Don't listen to anybody that tells you different. The hugs will always remain free. I want to thank everyone for listening. Without you people, I'm absolutely nothing. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen and call into the show. And as well, again, we're still supporting breast cancer awareness here. That's why I'm wearing pink. If you could, please go to any of my social media outlets. You will find my link tree. Click that link tree. In there will be the link to my fundraiser with the Susie G. Komen Foundation. If you can give us $1, $2, anything you can give us is greatly appreciated. We are bringing the fight to breast cancer. We're bringing breast cancer awareness as well. So I want to thank you folks for listening. You folks have a good one. Peace.